Are we live? Hello, everybody. Are we
Yeah.
live? Tommy, are we live?
I really hope so, because I've just hit go live.
Let's have a look and see. I'm waiting for WTF1. Let's see if it happens. Someone just said in the comments, I'm still playing Fall Guys. You should. It should definitely be live. We should definitely be like. Oh,
if you were gonna
yes, we
tune,
are. In
you've
fact,
got
even got an advert which people would have just heard again. That's both times now. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the WTF1 Watchalong. It is, of course, myself and Tommy talking you through, chatting, having a bit of a chill for the Belgian Grand Prix qualifying. We did it last time, Tommy. We're back once again. How are you, darling?
Good. This is going to be a very interesting session. After last year,
I'm going to close my blinds. You keep going.
Yeah. So last year, Ferrari locked out 1 and 2, and I did not expect to have a graphic open on my laptop ready to post on Instagram when the times come in, a comparison between Ferrari and Williams. That's how bad of a state things are in for Ferrari.
I'll be honest. I was playing golf this morning, so I didn't watch FP3. But Ferrari
Not
looking
good.
horrendous. Is that a fair assessment? Assessment?
Indeed, yeah. Vettel was 20th and last, and Leclerc was 17th.
This could be an interesting one for passionate fans out there.
Indeed, yeah. I've got this graphic ready to post on Instagram when we get the times in, which is a comparison between Leclerc and Russell, which in FP3 it was very, very close between them, barely anything between them. And last year, Leclerc outqualified Russell by 5.029 seconds.
That's a stat that hurts. Not going to lie to you.
Yes. I mean, fair play to Williams as well. Obviously, a lot of it is Ferrari being useless, but Williams, fair play. They were the biggest gainers, I think, on that stat that F1 put out. So, fair play.
They were indeed. Yeah. Just so everybody knows, we're about a minute and a half behind the live coverage. We will be for the foreseeable because it's not possible. Even if I was to go set up on the downstairs television with Sky, you're kind of behind, aren't you, Tommy? Because you're using Now TV. So it's basically all your fault.
Yeah. So there's there's a little delay.
A little tiny one.
A classic Kimi ad now for anyone watching in the UK.
Yeah. Anyone
of him taking his time.
So let's have a look and see what people are saying. How many minutes left before qualifying? We have 10 minutes to go until the start of qualifying. It's great that we can have you along again. If you want to use the hashtag WTF1 live or hashtag WTF1 either or, we're not really too fussy. We thought we would make a new hashtag, but we're kind of like, it's probably better just to use the same one, isn't it, Tommy? But either one, we'll definitely check it. I'm not going to do what I did last time, which was close down my phone to check Twitter and then realise that I was now not watching the Formula One. So I'll load up on my computer so we can shout out a few people that use the hashtag WTF1 Live to get involved, of course. It's great to have you all along. And I like this idea, Tommy. I like the fact that we can just sit along, have a little chinwag, because we have hardly, as much as we have pretty much worked together for the last 4 years almost, we've hardly watched many Formula One sessions together.
Yeah, it's very true. So how long have we been working together now? This would be
nearly 4 years.
So it was the start of 2017. So our 4th season watching Formula One.
Yeah.
And genuinely, unless we were at a race together or at some kind of event, I reckon it's like 3 or 4. If that.
I was hungover at your house once.
Yes, you
where I
were
filmed with
when
Frank.
Frank was in IBR. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. Actually, no, it wasn't. That was probably one of the worst days of my life. I felt like I was outside of my own body. But
wait,
but IBR
what race was that?
I feel like it was Germany, but maybe not.
I feel like it was Germany as well.
Yeah,
but not the crazy Germany.
No, it would have been 2018
year before.
Germany.
Yeah, which was still crazy.
So we'll make sure to use. So if you want to get involved, we're not going to push it too much, but we'd like to get involved. Some of you guys into this stream as well. Then use the hashtag WTF1 Live. And we will answer some of your questions, maybe going into the Belgian Grand Prix qualifying. Perhaps you have a burning comment to tell Tommy is just sexy as I don't know. I was going to say a rude word, but that's not WTF1. Sexy as frogs. At the moment, Norris, but I do think Russell will have plenty podiums when he moves teams. Are they talking about who will get... I don't know what that comment's about, to be honest, actually. But Ferrari are slower than a damn snail. We did fear it, didn't we, Tommy? We did fear that Ferrari was going to struggle, and we know that they're going to struggle around Bahrain Outer, as an example, but we thought Spa, they wouldn't struggle as much as they are.
I don't think you'll have seen this yet since you got
sandwich,
in.
By the way, so you carry on.
Okay, yeah, that's how you've only just got in, but you I don't think you'll have seen the tweet and Instagram I tagged you in. Okay, basically on the podcast we did a pre-Spa podcast and talking about the Indy 500 on Monday.
Oh, the Q2 question.
Yeah, and one of our questions that we got was, will Ferrari make it into Q2? And we both misread it wrong as Ferrari... would Ferrari make it into Q3? And then we're like, no, he means Q2. And we're like, very funny. They're going to at least get like 10th. And now it genuinely looks like both Ferraris are going to be battling with Williams to get out, because Alfa Romeo look quicker. That is absolutely...
Which is crazy to think, that they're running the same engines, the same power unit.
Yeah.
What's going on at Ferrari right now? I'm hoping they're just, for some reason... not turned up their engines or whatever, but how are we looking in terms of near the front, Tommy? What was FP3 looking like, and anyone that can challenge, don't want to say Mercedes, but that third spot?
Yes, it was again Renault are looking quick. Let me get the results up, but Ocon was second, I believe. So
yeah, I thought that. What was that about?
Yeah, Renault are good around here. They're going to be good around Monza as well. I think we spoke about it on the podcast. For some reason, they're just really good at a draggy, where they're kind of like low downforce. Here we go. So, I mean, if this is the top 5, I would be amazed, because it was Hamilton, Ocon, Norris, Albon, Bottas.
Yeah. Where's Verstappen?
Racing Points, 6th. Racing Point, 8th and 10th, which
not
is
looking as good
a
as...
bit of a surprise. Yeah.
I reckon they'll turn it up a little bit. I'm sure they have a mode. I'm hoping anyway, because that's my predictions. Just had a tweet in from Matt_King_314. Very few better ways to spend a Saturday afternoon. Looking forward to an interesting quali session. Matty WTF1, Tommy WTF1, hashtag WTF1 live. Lovely.
Oh,
loving all the tags.
I'm going to
hashtags.
retweet that right now.
Yeah, I'm going to retweet that as well. Lovely. Big retweets, big fat retweets for Matt King. Well done. Where can you watch qualifying? Where you've been able to watch qualifying the entire year?
We will not be posting the live footage.
We cannot show Formula One footage for anyone wondering, because we would literally get struck down by God. So let's not do that. Let's find your own way in terms of watching it. Oh my goodness me. What is going on with this Haas? How's the Haas looking? I'm watching them go into the final chicane. And
yes. We've not mentioned this. So at the end of free practice 3, despite Spa being the longest track on the calendar, they still could not get a qualifying fast lap in without traffic, because they're so obsessed with getting slipstreams that they seem to would rather completely sacrifice their lap. So yeah, I doubt we'll have the Monza situation that we did last year, if everyone remembers that, where they were going so slow that no one wanted to lead, that no one actually set a time. But yeah, it should be interesting. And here we go for the national anthem.
The national anthem of Formula One. People asking for live timing. We'd struggle
to get that.
To that, because
if anyone's watching that isn't watching, we'll do our best this time to
paint the picture.
And
we will paint the picture.
Announce what's going on in the results a bit more, rather than Frank has decided to join.
Live timing, again, we don't have access to that technology, and we'd just be ripping it from someone else. So, and that's not how it goes, unfortunately. But we will paint the picture as much as we possibly can for this qualifying session.
Yeah.
But this is a watch along. We're not here to tell you everything that's going on. We're here to sit with you and watch it along with you. It's a different kind of vibe.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I love Spa. It's my favourite track.
It's definitely one of the best on the calendar, isn't it? Without a doubt.
I don't think we have to talk about rain in the session as well, because I don't think it's gonna rain.
How is the weather forecast looking tomorrow?
I don't know. I haven't checked. It absolutely threw it down, didn't it? After FP2. Once all the running had finished. Yeah. So yeah, if anyone's wants to sync up their footage with us, they are showing the track now. The action zone of La Source with Verstappen and Raikkonen last year. Verstappen's not had a good time here, really.
From next time, I'll try and integrate into this like a timer so that people can sync up their times rather than us constantly saying we're 12 minutes 34 left. Hopefully I can do a screen record of a countdown potentially. That might work.
Yeah.
But we're always learning. We're always, having feedback from you guys. What would you like? What would improve it? What would not? And let's see. Right. So everybody in the chat, tell me top 3. I won't say top 5 because that'll get quite busy in the comments. But let me know your top 3. Is it just going to be the two Hamiltons, the 2 Mercedes and Verstappen, or is someone going to go for a little bit different? Let me know in the comments, and I'll read some of them out.
So yeah, track temperature 24. So it's classic Spa, really. It looks like there's just kind of dark clouds up ahead, but I don't think any rain is predicted. Not from what I've heard.
But it is Spa,
right.
And you never know.
You never know with Spa. He's trying to get at me, but he's all right. He's chilled. He's just sat here.
Quite a few people hoping Norris P3. Sorry, Tommy.
Yeah, Norris is looking pretty good. Strangely, I was speaking about this, I think with Tomo actually yesterday. The Renault and the McLaren, you kind of dismiss Renault as having quite a slow engine because of what happened at Red Bull, and they were always struggling, weren't they?
Yeah.
But Renault and McLaren on these sort of high-speed tracks seem to be very quick. And
it's odd, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, Norris. We know how good Norris is in qualifying. He's definitely a lot better at qualifying than he is in the race, and he's not too shabby in the race either. So, yeah, he could be on for a really good session. It is, despite the dominance of Mercedes, which isn't going to go away, so just deal with it. It is so incredible, the kind of fight between McLaren, Renault, Racing Point. Thanks, Frank. It seems to change every race.
Absolutely. So right now we're looking at Sebastian Vettel in the garage. We'll sync up with you guys when we first start Q1. I'm sure some of you will already be a little bit ahead of us. Oh my! If both Ferraris go out in Q1, oh my God, the scenes!
I can't believe we're here talking about this. They were 1-2 last year in qualifying. I've never seen such a drop off in terms of the fact. I mean, we're not going to go into it because we all know why. But in terms of, it's not even a major rule change, is it?
No, it's not.
Like when it was McLaren. Here we go. So we're starting now. So if people want to sync up.
Yep, 17, 54, 53, 52, 51, 17 minutes 50. There you go.
Oh, I'm 1 second ahead.
Oh, what? Pause it for 1 second. I don't want you telling me that Bottas is on pole and then Bottas is on pole 1 second later in my life.
I know. Just ruin all the fun. So Haas 1-2 currently. Only guys out the pits. They were having all sorts of issues.
Haas.
Yeah, they missed all of FP1 with power units, and then obviously they've got the dreaded Ferrari power unit as well, so they're going to struggle.
A perfect storm of disaster for Haas. God, lordy lord, are Ferrari going to get through Q1? Well,
how are we having this discussion? What is life?
I don't know how we're even possibly talking about this. Albon needs a strong weekend. We say it every weekend now, pretty much, but he does. And this is a track where he's got some confidence after his decent drive last year. But he needs to perform in qualifying, so he doesn't have to do a 17th to 5th.
Yeah, he was talking about it's nice to come to a racetrack that he knows what the car was like last year, because this will be obviously the first one, so he knows what the car's like, so he can give a bit more feedback and stuff. So, yeah, he definitely needs to step it up in quali. We shall see. He was pretty good in FP3, so
yeah, because he definitely does need to step it up with the likes of Yuki Tsunoda, for example, kind of making waves in F2. As much as they go, I could go to AlphaTauri. It's not out of the sort of equation to be completely promoted straight up to Red Bull, is it? So,
I mean, if he goes to AlphaTauri, like Kvyat hasn't been particularly strong this year, let's be honest. If he goes to AlphaTauri and starts beating Gasly, which I personally, I can't see happening, but you never know with these things.
Yeah.
If he beat Gasly, and there's always the talk of like, oh well, Gasly had his chance. He might get in a Red Bull. So
here we are then. The Hasses are the only people out at the moment. Everyone else are just chilling.
Getting a lap and hoping it rains.
Imagine Magnussen Grosjean 1-2. That would be carnage. That was very wide, wasn't it?
It was.
So yeah, we'll try and paint the picture, guys.
There's some dark clouds. There are some dark clouds.
Don't start, Tommy.
Sorry, we're not going to talk about it.
No. It's sunny. Lovely, dry day. So we are now 15 minutes exactly into Q1 with our watch along. We are aware that some of you will be ahead of us, but we can't change that. So if you want to pause it and watch it along with us, then that's the only real solution, and that's something I would suggest, because then we all get to experience it together, right?
Absolutely. That Haas looks an absolute handful. I think we mentioned it in the last one where the Mercedes is absolutely on rails and there's no corrections. Magnussen is almost off the track every single corner. Yeah. There is rumours of a Mr. Nico Hulkenberg going to Haas next year now. Quite
really?
Yes.
I thought he didn't want to go there. Or at least he didn't want to go to Williams, did he? Maybe Haas can afford him. I don't know. Grosjean, 45-0, Magnussen 45-3. Verstappen's the only other man on track, and so is Lando Norris now.
Magnussen's lap looked so scruffy. Crazy.
What were the FP3 times at the end for these guys? Have you got that up?
The what, sorry?
The FP3 times and how far off or faster they are.
Haas.
Yes.
Haas were 3/10 quicker than Ferrari.
And what time
Haas
was that?
Were 14th and 15th. They did a 44.8.
Okay, so slightly slower in that first run in Q1 for both of them then. Just had a tweet from Kale_Nikhil. Things you have to do to watch the quali F1 stream with the WTF and watch along, waiting for reactions of the passionate boy. You won't get any good reactions from me today when it comes to passion. I promise you that, yeah. There's not going to be any positive emotions, I don't think, from this qualifying session. But thanks for your pictures.
Emily Gibney just tweeted, Frank just wants to be a YouTube star. It is so true. As soon as the stream started, jumped straight on me, stuck his nose in the on the camera.
At James Sibella, the best way to watch quali here in the States. You know it. Are you watching literally? Oh no, you are watching both of them. Nice. Look at us. We're on the big screen and the F1's on the tablet. Lovely. That's the way round I like to say it.
Like it.
Are they all doing the slipstreaming game then?
So I think so. It certainly looks like a few people. It never works though. It really doesn't.
Apart from Monza.
Yeah, Monza's all right, but it seems like such a risk for the rest of the lap just to get kind of a toe down the straight.
Here we go then, Max Verstappen starting his lap.
How much quicker will this be than the Hasses? I'm going to say
1.3.
1.3. I think he's going to do, a 43.9.
43.7. Here we go. It was a bit twitchy through turn 1, so 43.9 looks good on the cards already for you, Tommy. The more mistakes, I think, be heading towards that. Go on, just ride on board. I don't like these shots so much. Just doesn't do much for me, personally.
Yeah, they're good for race, but I think qualifying.
Yeah.
I think qualifying you want to.
You'll see them on the absolute rail. Like that's a cool shot, to be fair.
Yeah. The Red Bull is so sparky. Oh, so there's warning of track limits at that corner.
There is.
Yeah.
How wide do you have to go?
I think it's once you get both your wheels off the red and yellow curbs.
Okay.
Same with the final corner, because Verstappen had a lap time deleted.
Frank, be quiet.
He was not a fan of it. Yeah, Verstappen had his lap time deleted.
Even your dog is a fanboy of Verstappen.
Is he? Oh no! Oh, what a shot that is!
Lovely.
Here we go then. What are we
the
saying?
Bus stop chicane. What's Verstappen going to put on the board? Still only Grosjean and Magnussen at the moment on the timing screens. It's a 43.4. Quicker than both what we predicted, to be honest.
Yeah, that
Norris,
is.
43.5. Lovely.
Gasly ahead of. Wow.
Oh, where's Albon going to go? If Gasly's 67 thousandths off Verstappen, what's Albon going to do? Kvyat 4 tenths off. Shock.
Here we go. Leclerc. That's not as bad.
No, it's bad. That's 8 tenths off.
Yeah, but he's ahead of the Haas.
Oh,
we
yeah,
didn't.
True. Sainz!
Sorry? Sainz fastest. Didn't see that one coming.
Sainz fastest from Verstappen, Gasly, Perez comes in at P4. Norris, Kvyat. Now Russell up to P7 ahead of Leclerc.
Ahead of Leclerc. Wow.
And Ocon feeds in P4. So it looks like the Hasses are proper slow at the moment.
Yeah.
And, Leclerc. Vettel slower than Leclerc with a 44.5.
Ricardo
goes fastest. You need to pause for a second, Tommy. I don't like this. You're like in the future.
Oh, we're pretty much in sync. That's incredible. Albon, no, he's popped.
Oh, wow.
In.
Albon, the same time pretty much as Verstappen, only 100th off. Giovinazzi just slower. Raikkonen, quicker than Vettel. Vettel P15.
Now, I don't want to be that guy that says F1 would be better without Mercedes.
But
they've
for
just
Christ's sake.
There was 2 tenths separating Ricardo, Sainz, Verstappen, Albon, Gasly, Ocon, and Perez, and Norris. Then,
chat, can you chill out with saying what Hamilton's doing? Like Steve, whatever your name is, Binangle. I will time you out if you start throwing times in, because this is a watch along. Stop ruining it for people that are actually with us.
Yeah, slightly behind. There's no point.
8 minutes and 23 left in the session. But my God, the amount of people that are 1.1 behind, by the way. Yeah, petition for Mercedes to just have a sabbatical for a year.
Yeah, bless them. I know kind of you don't want to be that guy because they've earned it, but it doesn't mean it's any less disappointing for the neutrals, because my day's 1 second quicker than the entire field.
Ricardo, all the way down to Norris, is like 0.2 of a second.
So Vettel's looking like he's not going to make it out of Q1.
Leclerc's just about hanging on. Latifi, to be fair, Latifi's put in a reasonable lap as well in comparison to his teammate.
Imagine this time last year when Charles Leclerc was banging in 5 seconds quicker than the Williamses. You'd have said that George Russell has a legitimate chance to out-qualify both Ferraris. And you'd have gone, oh, he's joined Mercedes. But no, he's still in a Williams.
That is ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. Wow, Haas really struggling. Surely that's not a representative time.
So we've got 7 minutes exactly to go. And it's Hamilton, Bottas, Ricardo, Sainz, Verstappen, Albon, Stroll, Gasly, Ocon, Perez, Norris, Kvyat, Russell, Leclerc, Giovinazzi, with Latifi, Raikkonen, Vettel, Grosjean and Magnussen going out at the moment.
There is a tenth of a second separating Leclerc, Giovinazzi, Latifi, Raikkonen and Vettel, and now Magnussen for that drop zone. So it is going to be extremely tight in that final run.
So close, but there's such a chasm, isn't there, between the midfield of like Norris in 11th down to Russell. There's that 0.7 of a second, and Ferrari are in that.
I cannot believe this. It's still, no matter how much I was prepared for it, it is unbelievable to see. Here's Verstappen then.
He's pushing hard into that bus stop chicane. Wow, still intense behind.
The usual suspects, though. Just saying, my prediction right now is looking. If you swap Sainz and Norris, I've got it spot on, haven't I?
You have done very well there. Screw you. But we're not far away from Perez and Stroll getting in the mix. They're in that 1.1 gang.
Disappointing with Racing Point. I really expected. I mean, it's really close.
Yeah, I mean,
I
P3
think
is up for grabs, isn't it?
Yeah. It's unbelievable how close it is. I mean, think what a title it would be, because you're looking at Ricciardo to Norris. Ricciardo's 4th, Norris is 11th, and it's 0.2.
Yep, that is very close indeed. And that's what we love to see. Unfortunately, it's not for the position we hope. But if that is how close they all are, then that will be very exciting in the race to see who actually gets that podium.
Yeah. Especially because it looks like Verstappen's more in the mix now, rather than just going to be in that no man's land, because Red Bull isn't particularly strong around Spa normally. Look how much that car's shaking in the slow-mo.
Around. I imagine it'll be one final run for the, probably from 3rd downwards. Actually, maybe Verstappen will be okay. That is frightening. Vettel 2.2 seconds off the pace. And still looks like he's around 0.3 behind Leclerc at the very least.
Yeah.
You want me to turn up the volume of what? It's all turned up, unfortunately. It's maximum beans.
Here we go then. This is the final run. There's a lot to play for here, because genuinely Russell to Grosjean could change.
Come on. I mean, actually, maybe not.
Say
Grosjean.
that
Magnussen's
done all right. Maybe Grosjean didn't set a decent lap. He has his moments in quali. Williams getting a tow from Ferrari down the straight. That's a nice tactic there.
I mean, Williams are the faster car, so
yeah,
they need to give Ferrari the space before they start the lap, because they'll catch him. Oh, it's very busy. Time left in the session, 2 minutes and 48 seconds. And in the drop zone is Latifi, Magnussen, Raikkonen, Vettel and Grosjean. They're all jostling for position at the moment. I think they just don't want to be the lead car starting the lap, do they?
No. Here we go. Oh, it's happening already.
It's Monza all over again.
Oh, Grosjean's just said. Is it Grosjean? Just said, screw it.
Yeah.
There's no point doing this. Fair play to someone actually just going for it, because it's ridiculous.
Oh my God. Oh, look at the Williams
like
up the inside of the AlphaTauri. Oh, shot. I feel like those two do not get on at all. I don't think Kvyat likes Gasly at all. You just
No,
you
me
hear
neither.
those team radios, don't they? They're just bickering at each other all the time.
I guess that's what getting demoted from Red Bull and does to you when you're having a. Wow, here we go then. Interesting that Bottas has decided to have another run. Maybe just wants to kind of one up
Dial in,
Hamilton.
yeah. Just dial it
Here
in.
we go. Leclerc is going to be
The lead car.
Oh, here we go. We can test Lando Norris's thing where he said if Leclerc is leading up Eau Rouge, he'll be last by the end of the straight, and we could actually find out if it's going to happen.
Here we go then. Leclerc into turn 1. 1 minute and 15 seconds to go. How far are they going to be down in sector 1? Because they've brought a really low downforce package, haven't they? So that the middle sector is where they're really hurting. Just
it's
trying
strange
to keep
'cause
some straight line speed.
Yeah, we joke that they're terrible here. It's not actually the first sector that's hurting them too much. It's the second where they're absolutely dreadful, like one of the worst of the whole lot, I think.
3 tenths.
Grosjean's up. Grosjean's up on
Giovinazzi.
I mean, yeah, but it's the spot, isn't it? So
Leclerc was 3 tenths down on Hamilton going through the first sector. Grosjean and Gasly. Well, Gasly was slightly up. He must be slightly up on Hamilton's first sector, no?
it sometimes does it weird,
maybe.
but
It must be 'cause it's P8, so it would be either way. Let's see how this Ferrari.
oh my word! Look how close those gaps are for 0.04.
1.1 down on Hamilton through the middle sector. If he can only lose a couple of tenths here, he'll slot in 12th. Gasly's only a tiny bit quicker in P8. What's Leclerc going to do? Coming into the bus stop chicane now. No time left.
That's the most
Looked like he was
ambitious.
wrestling it.
Here we go.
Oh my god, it's 12th.
12th.
It might be
Is it gonna
okay.
enough? Grosjean's
Grosjean's
just
slower,
behind him.
crucially.
I think
Gasly goes
Vettel's
up to
going to
P4.
Vettel's going to be out here.
What's Russell going to
Russell's
do?
out-qualified
P12.
him.
Russell P12. That could be crucial for Vettel. Fiat up to P5. Leclerc's tumbling. Oh my god. Where's Vettel going to go? He goes 13th. Leclerc's on the bubble.
Wow. Here we go.
Giovinazzi, Latifi.
Giovinazzi, Latifi, or Magnussen, or Raikkonen.
Oh my god. Giovinazzi's done a personal best middle sector. If Latifi knocks Leclerc out.
Is he? Oh, and he's not done it.
17th, Giovinazzi.
No.
No.
Magnussen.
Raikkonen. Oh my god, it's so close. Oh.
Magnussen.
Whew.
He's not done it.
Okay, we're good, chat. We're good.
Wow. Both Ferraris.
Ferrari through to Q2. Yes. Get in there.
Oh,
dear,
Magnussen went off.
No wonder he didn't improve. My God, what? Get your foot out the throttle, lad. Oh my days.
Oh, dearie me. I guess they're just trying to find everything, aren't they?
Oh dear, Haas. Oh dear. You wonder how long they'll survive with performances like this.
They've signed the Concord Agreement, but it's not looking great for them, is
Doesn't
it?
mean that they can afford it.
Yeah. George Russell in Q2 again. How many times has that been this year?
Get used
More
to it
often
now,
than
don't
not.
we?
Unbelievable.
And he
scenes.
continues his unbeaten streak in qualifying. He's never been beaten in qualifying his entire F1 career.
Which... Oh, here we go. So happy George Russell. Yeah, not the track that you expected. So out in that session was Raikkonen, Grosjean, Giovinazzi, Latifi and Magnussen. Latifi was looking on it. It's a bit disappointing.
Yeah, 4 tenths off.
But yeah, Giovinazzi is not really doing it at the moment, is he?
So, Tommy, whilst I'm eating chicken bites, give your Q1 roundup to people not watching.
Q1 roundup for people that aren't watching.
No!
It was...
Wait.
What?
I felt like, no, go, please. Thank you. Sorry, I'm streaming, and I think my sister was about to walk in my room. Please leave. Carry on.
Yeah, Q1 for people that weren't watching. Ferrari's just made it through, which we could never have imagined we'd be saying that. Raikkonen, Grosjean, Giovinazzi, Latifi, and Magnussen out. Probably the biggest surprise is AlphaTauri, who were, while the other Italian teams were struggling. AlphaTauri, Gasly was 4th and Kvyat 6th.
Gasly's a banger. He's absolutely smashing at the moment, isn't he?
And last year, here we go. Yeah, last year Leclerc outqualified Russell by 5 seconds, and in that session, Russell outqualified Leclerc.
Let's have a look at this. They're doing a side by side. Oh my god! Oh my days! That's side by side of how far Ferrari are behind themselves last year.
That's just in the first sector.
Yeah.
I want to see the whole lap because it's even worse, isn't it? I hope at the end of qualifying we get to see a whole lap.
It's not a downforce thing, apparently. Yeah, we'll tell you when the session starts, don't worry.
AlphaTauri looking good.
Oh, is Katie all right? Can hear her coughing away, bless her.
You all right? Yeah. I'll forgive you. Very awesome helmet, if you've not seen it, from Gasly as well. The Hubert tribute got like pictures of them together because they used to be flatmates.
Yeah, it's sad.
So there's some like personal pictures and stuff. It's a really really nice tribute.
Yeah, it is. Obviously, all of our thoughts are, still with Antoine Hubert's family and friends, and it's just such a tragic thing to think of last year. But the amazing tributes and things that people have posted. I saw Jack Aitken posting a memory of him racing against Antoine, and the fact that he was, very much like, "You're right, mate. Yeah, how's it go? We came together, blah blah blah." And then as soon as he went in the stewards, it was a completely different ball game, and he was a racer at heart. And yeah, it's great to read those stories.
Yeah, Jack. If you don't follow Jack on Instagram or Twitter, give him a follow because he is posting. Because he was in the Renault Academy with Hubert, obviously knew him very well, and instead of his usual kind of updates from his F2, he's posting like a story about Hubert every day, which is a really cool idea, like a really nice tribute.
Farley Williams, thanks for putting on the show, boys. For people like me who don't want to buy Sky, you make watching the live feed on the F1 website fun. Well, thank you very much, Farley Williams. We are here to do that exact thing. What's Leclerc saying? We need a tow. Don't we all, Charles Leclerc? Especially
you need literally a rope to the back of the Mercedes.
Oh no, why has that just stopped? I need to hold on.
Right, have you noticed the graphics that come underneath are getting more and more savage from F1? It says
first and second every practice session and qualifying segment were fastest through the Wow, that's a throwback to the past, isn't it? So for people that don't know, it just says Belgium 2019 finished first and second in every practice session and basically went on to win the race. And now look at 2020.
And fastest through the speed traps.
Yep. Now they are not. I can promise you that. Oh, hashtag WTF1's trending. It says on my Twitter.
Lovely.
Love you guys. Thanks for... use the hashtag WTF1, I think, from now on, just so we continue to be trending. I think that's We'll get rid of the WTF1 Live for next time. Where is the bloody rain? Who knows, Hanslock? Jake Swan. Hey, mate, you guys have helped me through a lot. Just want to say keep up the great work. We will indeed, Jake.
Oh,
and I hope
Jake.
Hope you're doing okay. Matt and Tommy, who are your favourite drivers? Come on, Vincent. I mean, come on.
Have you listened to the podcast?
But maybe you're a new fan, in which case I don't have a favourite driver. I am not a fanboy, just passionate of Charles Leclerc and his career in Formula One. And Tommy is a straight-up Verstappen lover.
I wouldn't say, we've mentioned it before. We are neutrals and we love kind of watching great racing. But if we had to pick a favourite, Verstappen's my guy. And Leclerc is your guy.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? We'll see how Q2 goes.
Looks like Ferrari going out together now. So,
so the Mercedes both going out on the mediums, Verstappen on the mediums, Albon shock on the softs because he doesn't feel comfortable going on the mediums.
Both racing points.
Racing points on the mediums. And everybody else on the softs. Interesting again that Albon doesn't have the confidence to try it on the mediums.
Yeah, I think
Here we go. Hamilton with a
is it worth the risk?
Carry on, sorry.
Is it worth the risk when, like you say, he needs a great performance? It's not worth him getting knocked out of Q2 because it would just get all the critics back on him. I can see why he's done it.
I love how commentary always says through Eau Rouge and up Radion now. I feel like
we've ruined that
we've
forever.
Done.
Oh no, it's embarrassing, isn't it? We've ruined it forever.
Let's see how stuck to the road this Mercedes is.
Oh, they don't even make a single correction through any corner.
It's like autopilot.
It really is. If you watch the Haas on board earlier, Magnussen fighting it through every corner, that just turn in sticks every single.
Yeah, someone else has gone faster in the first section. It's not Hamilton. It's not Bottas. Interesting, but we've made this point before. I'm not disputing Hamilton's talent because he is one of the greatest of all time, no doubt. But I think a lot of people on this grid could be a Bottas. Would you agree, Tommy?
Yeah, no disrespect to Bottas, he's got there, but that car, I think as well, the fact that they're closer, is probably just because that car, it is quite easy to get the maximum out of it. So, in a qualifying run in particular, it's because I feel like Hamilton really shows that he's a true great in the races. I mean, he absolutely annihilates Bottas.
42-0. So we're 11 minutes, 10 minutes 58 now through Q2. Hamilton sets a 42-0-1-4. Bottas comes in with a 42-1-2-6. Where's Lando Norris going to end up? 42-8. Not too bad. Not too bad, but he's on the softs. Sainz just behind him in P4.
So we're looking at Mercedes over a second quicker. Russell's abandoned his lap. That's an odd one. Wonder if he's saving tyres for the race. I don't know.
So Ocon was the fastest in the first sector. Let's see what he manages to do with those soft tyres. Third fastest. Wowee. Ricciardo now P3 with a 42.4. Stroll manages to do a lap 1.2 seconds off. Verstappen goes third now. Just ahead of the Renaults, but that was on the mediums. Perez only 10th on the mediums, so Racing Point are going to have to whack on the softs, I think, as Albon goes.
Yeah, it's not worth the risk.
Albon goes 6th fastest on softs, which is depressing.
Oh wow, he's 3 tenths behind Verstappen on the better tyre.
Yep.
That's not good news for Albon. I think he's admitted he's really struggling to get. It's just the qualifying when the car's light and you've got to extract everything out of it.
Yeah.
And we know that Verstappen does that pretty much every race without fail.
Oh my God. 1.9 seconds off on the soft tyres. Charles Leclerc goes in 13th. Vettel now goes 13th. 1.6 seconds off Hamilton. Ferrari are going...
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
That
Ferrari
is unbelievable.
Are not getting anywhere near Q3.
There's no point, is there? Just save the tyres for the race. Get a lap time in quicker than Russell and then just save your tyres.
They'll be lucky with that, I think, at this rate. How long do you reckon Mattia Bonotto's got left at the helm of that team? I don't think very long.
No. I was literally discussing this with my wife, Katie, earlier, saying, I cannot believe that Arriva Bene was kind of dropped and fired and then you look back at the situation Ferrari are in, and they would 100% take it now, wouldn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, finishing second. Okay.
Yeah. Finishing second in the title. Oh, the title maybe slipped away when they had maybe the better car for the year, but
it is weird,
now they're
isn't
trying
it?
to get... Yeah.
It is really weird. There must have been some internal stuff for Arriva Bene to be dropped like that so quickly.
Hmm.
But it's so strange. Right, so we've got 8 minutes and 10 seconds left of this session. The order at the moment is Hamilton, Bottas, Verstappen, Ricciardo, Ocon, Albon, Gasly, Norris, Sainz and Kvyat, your top 10. And then in the elimination zone right now, which is very interesting, you've got Stroll and Perez both on the mediums. Then you've got Vettel and Leclerc hopeless on the softs. And Russell has not set a time yet. 7 minutes 50 to go now.
Will Russell even set a time, I wonder? Whether he's just settling for where he is because he knows that he's probably not going to beat. I mean,
he'll
to be
set
fair,
a time. He's saving his tyres, isn't he? So he'll just go out for one run.
Right, do you want to do some filler while I go to the toilet?
Oh, lovely. Hello, everyone. Welcome
run.
to the filler section of this watch-along as Tommy goes to the toilet. Hit me up with some comments, although the comments will come in about 30 seconds after I ask for them. Any questions going into the last 7 minutes and 18 seconds of this qualifying session? Very, very interesting to see the likes of Ricciardo and Ocon up there in P4 and 5. Definitely mixing it with the Red Bulls, although Verstappen's time on those mediums it's pretty saucy, to say the least. But maybe those mediums aren't much slower than the softs in qualifying trim. But either way, it's good that Verstappen is able to go on the mediums, but do we kind of want an alternative strategy? Because that's what's brought Verstappen the win before, was going on a different tyre to Mercedes. So we're now having a look at a replay of Charles Leclerc. Well, not really much to say apart from a bit of bodywork coming off actually. Or maybe he drove over it, one or the other. Predictions for Ferrari and Monza. I don't really want to talk about that yet. Piyush Swain. But I don't think it's going to be very good. I think it'll be a struggle once again, to be honest. Hello, Tommy. Welcome back.
What have I missed?
Not much. Me just talking about their predictions for qualifying for Ferrari at Monza.
Nice.
Turn off your WhatsApp, Tommy.
It's all right. I
heard that pudding. What do you think of Ricciardo and Norris being together at McLaren next season? Dark Destroyer Gaming. I think it's a very exciting prospect. I think that'll be a very close fight, to be honest. I don't think there's much between them, personally.
I think qualifying, Lando seems to be a bit of a speciality in qualifying. I think if Lando can beat Danny Rick and really kind of hold his own against Danny Rick, people will really, it's going to
take him seriously, yeah.
Make him look like a really, really top driver. Especially with the experience, because people are very quick to sort of say that Lando maybe got sort of annihilated by Sainz last year, but people forget it was his first year in Formula One, and Sainz has been in a lot longer. He still feels kind of new, Sainz, but he has been in F1 for quite a while. So,
well, yeah, they say, he says a lot of the time, doesn't he, that people call him the veteran, the older driver, and he's 24, 25 years old. So he's not exactly an old head, but he's certainly older than Lando Norris, who can't seem to tackle two Hornets when they come into his room. But that's just the beauty of this new generation of Formula One drivers. We get to see a lot more. Can you just imagine going back like 10 years, 10, 15 years, and just tell yourself that this is how well we'd know Formula One drivers now? And that you'd watch a Ferrari Formula One driver play a game called Fall Guys, where it's like a jelly beans jumping over stuff.
Yeah, if you'd have told me that I would get to play a video game with two Formula One drivers, like even 5-6 years ago, I'd have been like, what? There we go. Sorry, I'm just posting something on our old Instagram.
On
So
our old
excuse the
Instagram. What,
silence.
have we got a new Instagram, have we?
Our old Instagram, yeah.
Let's have a look at some tweets. Has anybody tweeted me or used the hashtag WTF1 recently? Let's have a look. Sam Colt starting this weekend right. Hashtag WTF1 live with the boys. You know it. Apparently Lewis is not as fast as I thought. And there's a glitch with the timing saying that Hamilton's fastest lap was a 15-minute. Nice. Heartbreak incoming for Matty WTF1. My heart is already broken. Two Girls Pickle GP. What a name. What a great Twitter handle. When Charles Leclerc was on the verge of getting knocked out in Q1. Living on the edge gif. Loving your stuff. You can hear this image. And it's the picture of Niki Lauda in the... Well, I say it from the film Rush.
that comes out every single session for I Do Badly, doesn't it?
So we've got 2 minutes 42 seconds to go. Everybody appears to be on an outlap, even the Mercedes. Ricciardo actually has stayed in the pits.
He's confident.
Norris is complaining about Ocon, saying he's moving quite dangerously.
The traffic in Formula One, I feel like it's got worse recently.
Can you imagine Bahrain Outer?
Yes, and I'm loving it. I cannot wait.
People that are like, oh my God, it's going to be rubbish. Look at the track. I'm like, this is different. It's new.
Why not mix it up? Let's throw something, a spanner in the works. Also, people won't have been a few people might not have been around and watching Formula One for as long. I remember exactly the same conversations when Austria was announced as returning, and everyone was like, "Oh, the lap time will only be 1 minute 5. Like,
who cares?
It's not suitable. Who cares? Make it different.
Add more laps.
Oh, yeah.
The less complex the circuit,
Spa.
the easier it is for them to race.
Exactly.
So Perez and Stroll both out on the soft tyres now because they clearly don't have the pace to get through on the mediums, and he's slightly quicker than Kvyat in that first sector. Interesting that both the Mercedes, I think, did a 30.5 in that first sector, and Stroll's gone fastest of anybody in that first. Russell slightly slower, but still easily made up in the middle and last part of this lap. Yeah, Stroll banging first sector.
Shout out to Sixton_A_S_RC, who commented within 3 seconds on that Instagram post saying, "Here from the Watchalong."
That is
some dedication.
Commitment. Love it.
Right, times. Here we go.
Perez come through the middle sector. 0.2 up. Kvyat.
Stroll is flying.
I mean, 2 and 3/10 isn't a huge amount in the bank. Russell's 0.2 down, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's just going to have to hope to only finish ahead of Ferrari.
It's interesting that the Racing Point's still not looking like they're going to challenge Renault.
Oh, here we go. They popped up. So Albon needs to make sure he gets a good lap. Stroll on it. Nice.
Perez P6, Stroll P5, actually in between the two Renaults.
Russell ahead of both Ferraris for now. How's Leclerc doing?
Gasly over the line P9, 42.7. Leclerc 13th. He is out, but he gets ahead of Russell. Kvyat now goes 9th. Not outqualifies, but beats Gasly in this session.
Oh,
what's Norris going to do? Drops Gasly out. That's a shocker.
Gasly's still
fastest in the last sector.
Oh, Norris is going to be out here. Yeah,
Sainz
he
goes
is
4th.
I
think.
Why
is Norris going to be out? What are you on about? Gasly's already finished his lap.
Has Gasly finished his lap?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it. Sorry, I thought the checkered flag would come up.
Nope.
So Verstappen cancelled his time on the softs.
Yeah, he's just gone slowly.
So
Albon
Verstappen
improves
mediums.
3 on the soft tyres.
Oh, Hamilton way out of shape in the
my
final
goodness.
corner. And they're backing off. They're just showing how quick they could have been.
Yeah, just getting ready for Q3. So the end of that Q2 session. the 5 that were dropped out: Kvyat, Gasly, Leclerc, Vettel, and Russell. Leclerc not actually a huge amount, 0.3 away from Norris in the end.
Yeah, Albon
There's not much more I can do, says Leclerc.
banged it in P3, but he is on the softs compared to Verstappen on the medium. So
Yeah.
Hamilton, Bottas, and Verstappen all set their best lap on medium, so they will be off in the distance again. So after I mentioned that Verstappen's more in the mix and will be in no man's land, if he ends up banging it in third, they will be on the better strategy, those three, and will probably leave the rest of the field behind.
Bit of a shocker there. Gasly and Kvyat both out in the AlphaTauri.
Really surprised by
Especially
Gasly.
He was looking very strong.
Yeah, big F.
Yeah, we were just saying Kvyat's not having a great season and he out-qualifies his teammate. Tommy, you jinxer.
We've done a lot of that recently, I feel.
Can
you believe Ferrari were 13th and 14th, and that actually seems like a pretty good result considering how insane is that?
They managed to beat Russell in Q2 and they're happy.
Yeah.
Gotta have my Actimel. It's not sponsored, I promise.
Are you on the Vimto today?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, I'm moving away from that, going more to Robinson's.
Oh, interesting. Hashtag WTF1 Live.
Right, tag me and Tommy in tweets and use hashtag WTF1 or hashtag WTF1 Live if you have any comments, questions, etc.
Carlos, very impressive in that session. After I jinxed it and said how good Lando was in qualifying, there we go, another jinx.
Well done.
Well done.
Insert pasta gun meme. I know exactly what one that is, Enzo.
Yes, I've been retweeting that a fair bit. I tweeted it in July saying, shall we just use this after every session? And it's still true.
Still true. What a shame. We came into this season before pre-season testing with hope that Ferrari could genuinely challenge for the title. And now they're trying to beat George Russell.
Unbelievable scenes. I think we...
Should Ferrari copy Racing Point's 2020 car? I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I cannot believe we're in this situation with Ferrari when they were so dominant. At the end of last year, they would just pole every race, really.
Matthew Crawford
didn't have the race pace.
Matthew Crawford asks, are Red Bull splitting strategy, or could they have told Albon to back off on the last lap there? No, Albon put his first lap on the soft as well, Matthew, so he may as well have finished his lap because they were both on the same compound of tyre. I think they split the strategy because Albon doesn't have the pace to safely get into Q3 with the mediums.
Yeah, it's a big risk when we've mentioned a few times that Albon really is in that mix with the Racing Points and Renaults and stuff.
Tommy's voice is exactly like Super GT's, says Leo G.
Hello, viewers.
Wow. I mean, that was pretty good.
I've never heard that one before. Let's not forget Ferrari's performance early last year. I mean, they were still better than they are now. They weren't that bad, were they?
No, they weren't. Got a side-by-side comparison.
That Mercedes is just unbelievable.
Shock, losing grip compared to the Mercedes.
Who would have thought? It's mad that I feel like Mercedes, you always kind of thought, oh, well, their engine is the best. Red Bull kind of maybe struggled at the start of the hybrid era because they didn't have the right engine. And it seemed like it was going to be like an engine formula. But now Mercedes do just generally have the best car in every single area.
In every department.
It's
depressing.
Every sector, they just absolutely dominate. Because I mean, even Monaco last year, they ended up winning when that seemed like the kind of track that they wouldn't be able to win at because it favours Red Bull massively. And Hungary, this is the same. Yeah.
Right, Tommy, I'm going to let you do 1 minute of filling now. You can just
1 minute of
chat
filling
to the fans.
Okay. Send us some questions, guys. Let me have a look what is going on the WTF1 live hashtag. I think we've already read that one out. Someone on a beach looks decent. Yeah, hopefully this is a nice little video for those not watching quali or can just enjoy a little bit of different commentary for a change because here we go.
Okay, we're
Ferrari's
back.
Oh, you're back. That was quick. That wasn't a minute.
I never really left. I was just talking. But anyway.
You're there in spirit. Ferrari. Speaking of Super GT, he's just tweeted Ferrari should switch to Mercedes engines.
Imagine. Imagine that, a Ferrari Mercedes.
Ferrari Mercedes. What a world.
Thoughts on Renault so far? Very strong, Astro Stevo. Very strong indeed. Can they get in the mix with the Red Bulls? It looks like it, at least with Albon.
Did you just see that graphic for AWS graphic? There are Mercedes 18th on the straights. Hamilton.
What? 18th quickest?
Oh, yeah. I guess that's how good the Mercedes is in the corners and the high-speed corners.
I'm very excited for lap 1 then. If we have the likes of Ricciardo, second row of the grid, skinny rear wing.
Yeah. We
could easily see Ricciardo be in the lead at turn 1. At the end of lap 1.
Yeah, turn 5. The Racing Points, Force India as they were back then. Yeah. We saw it, didn't we? The 4 wide down the main straight. Could see it again.
I think we easily could, yeah.
Yeah. Thinking this the other day. Tweet me if I'm wrong. DRS should be from lap 2. What do you reckon?
Yes. Sure. It's more racing, more overtaking. Yes, please.
Yeah. Don't wait an extra lap for them to fan out and lose the DRS thing.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not go from lap 2?
Actually, the point I made about potentially a different leader on lap 1, well, the Mercedes and Verstappen will all be on mediums as well. Which so
if someone gets a blinding start,
whoever's fourth, probably soft tyres, we could see them leading. Which, yes, please.
Absolutely.
10 minutes and 15 seconds remaining of qualifying. We're in Q3.
Renault, this is a big session for Renault. This is really this really is the session that they can. I don't think it's out of the question that they could be 4th and 5th. That's how
absolutely
strong
not.
I reckon.
Ocon looks strong round here as well.
He does.
Which is good. He's finally turning up.
Oh man, Ferrari tweeting their quali results.
Right, here we go.
Oh, right, God, Hamilton. Really? Yeah.
Hamilton into turn 1. And let's see if he can beat a 1 minute 41.5. Which I don't know why they're showing that track record, because that's
Sebastian Vettel's. Yeah.
We're probably going to see what did we see in the last one? It was a 43. Was it 43 or 42? We saw in Q2.
I cannot remember. I mean, it is impressive that these cars are going to beat it, because if you remember, they changed the front wings, didn't they? And they talked about how much more downforce. Oh, wow, that's wide. How much they're going to lose, and they're still going quicker, which is unbelievable. Here we go then. Onboard Hamilton, absolutely on rails. Purple first.
I don't think it'll be purple for long, though, as he loses it now, because it's still a 30.4. Oh, Bottas
Nearly
30.7.
300 kilometers an hour through P1. How is that even possible?
Crucially, Bottas 0.3 of a second slower than Hamilton at the end of sector 1.
That's a big amount.
Yeah, he must have made a mistake at turn 1, surely. That's absolutely on rails, this car.
Sector 2, unsurprisingly purple. I imagine it's probably one of the Renaults or something. That's
oh my God, Lando lost 1.5 seconds in that middle sector to Mercedes.
Wow.
Verstappen 13.6, about half a second off, I think it was. A little bit hesitant into the bus stop chicane. Oh, and a little bit squirmy on the exit as well. What's it going to be? A 41.4.
There you go. They've done it.
Track record gone. Lando's had a scruffy lap. 43.4. What's Verstappen got in the tank? 42.0. Not bad. Better than expected.
Wow. He's not far off Bottas. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, Bottas has had an absolute stinker. Ocon P4.
Albon
what's
P4.
Albon going to do? P4. 42.2.
Oh my
Ricciardo P3. Sainz goes into P6. Ricciardo, what a lap! He was so close beating Bottas then. Stroll
that is
only
so
8th.
Impressive.
What's Perez got in the tank? No, my predictions just no.
Racing Point really are nowhere. They don't seem to have that much qualifying pace.
So you're Hamilton, Bottas, correct. Ricciardo, Verstappen, Albon. Ricciardo. I love how yours are quite close, and yet we're both only getting 2 points from this so far.
And who could that be? Could it be the two Mercedes? Who would have guessed?
What a lap from Ricciardo. Nearly 0.4 of a second quicker than Bottas in the first sector.
He's almost... He's not far off Bottas for P2. That's insane.
That's insane that Renault are only 0.6 off Mercedes at full performance.
Tell you what, if Renault are that much, I know they obviously dial it in on setup, and Mercedes will change their setup for the Sector 2 to be stronger in Sector 2, but Monza and Bahrain outer, Renault are going to be looking really, really, really good for that.
Really, really, really.
Like, could you imagine if Bahrain outer was just like Renault won it or somehow?
I think we'd need a miracle.
I know.
But wow, Valtteri needs to sort his life out a little bit here.
So someone's asked, Seno asked, are Renault...
Oh, we're going to replay it, so you can't.
Are Renault engines improving? I don't necessarily think it's the engine, because...
oh dear, that's horrible. Sorry,
if you look at the results from Monza last year, Renault were up there again, and I think we had the same discussion as like, oh, Renault seem good, but it really is just track dependent. For whatever reason, Renault's just amazing in this sort of skinny wing setup. They genuinely seem to be borderline the second best car, which is pretty mad.
That's crazy. Albon's done all right. Has to be said. Shout out where shout out's due. Less than 0.2 behind Verstappen.
Yeah, seeing as though some people think we hate him for some reason, which is absolutely not the case at all.
Norris has had an absolute shocker on his first run.
1.9. What was he doing?
He must have had some serious mistakes. Tommy, it's because you said he was a qualifying specialist, and now he's at an absolute shocking Q3.
I know. I'm not going to even talk about Ricciardo.
Yeah, please don't. Just say how well Hamilton has qualified.
Yeah, Hamilton's got this in the bag. Easy.
Thank you.
Easy pole, Hamilton. You're right, though. I think, however much, I like Verstappen, I am hoping Ricciardo stays here because that run up,
he
with
will
that
send
wing,
it. Yes, please. Sign me up.
How much quicker was he? 0.3?
0.3 quicker than Hamilton, yeah. Than Bottas. Well, nearly 0.4, than Bottas.
Yeah.
Come on, Ricciardo. I hope Bottas messes up his next lap and Ricciardo's on the front row.
Oh my god, I'm not. I was just about to tweet. I'm not going to even tweet about Ricardo. I've deleted it. I'm not even going to tweet it. I genuinely don't want to jinx it.
I'm going to tweet it. I need to break the jinx at some point.
Oh, I'm going to tweet it. Screw it. Ricardo much quicker in Sector 1 if he gets a great qualifying here. The run up to Le Com is going to be spicy.
Can't wait for people to go, oh my god, you're jinxing him!
Yeah, here we go. Ricardo 9th, confirmed.
Lovely. Stop jinxing it! Oh my god! You jinxed it! Don't do it, Matt! Oh.
Like we actually have a superpower.
Do you not realise jinxing is not a thing? Don't tweet that! Oh my god! No, don't jinx it.
The first reply.
No, don't
Toby
jinx it.
Cole, stop.
Love it.
Here we go.
Right, 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Daniel Ricciardo, let's stick it on the front row, lad. Let's go. Ocon, get in the mix as well, my friend. Oh my god, Ocon's pretty much stopped and got out of the car. What's going on?
They're gonna run out of time. Is anyone? Is this the front? I have not been watching. Is
That'll
this
be the
front
jinx,
of the pack?
wouldn't it? Like,
Yeah.
they slow down so much, Ricciardo doesn't get another lap in and gets out qualified by the 7 people behind him.
Oh no, they're way ahead. Yeah, they need to get a wriggle on.
Here we go then.
Perez and Stroll are not out. Is that right?
Yeah,
they just,
right now they're still in the pits.
They've just realised that they can't do any better.
What a strange... Maybe they don't have any more tyres left. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just saving tyres for a race. I don't know. Very odd. But yeah, very disappointing from them. Here we go. Hamilton holds the record for most poles at the Belgian Grand Prix with 5. It will soon be 6 in a minute's time.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to jinx it.
Wow, what a great lap from Hamilton so far. I'm really enjoying this lap. Within
Unbelievable.
the apexes,
So quick.
spotting his braking points beautifully. Oh, why is someone ringing me? Rory, for God's sake. It's literally Hamilton's flying lap and he's calling me. What an absolute knob. Right, anyway, carrying on.
Spot RX videographer that didn't like Formula 1.
Bottas, 1.5 tenths down. What was Hamilton's first sector? I missed it.
He was up. But it's fine because he's flying through it. He's gonna nail this corner.
Yeah, absolutely nailed.
Easily.
Great
yeah,
lap.
he's gonna no problem at all. Easy through here. This is gonna be perfect. Absolutely unbelievable.
We're trying to jinx it, guys, but I guess it's when you try and jinx it, the opposite happens. So, what's Hamilton's middle sector saying? He is 1.5 up.
What's Bottas doing?
Is Bottas doing anything in this middle sector?
No, he's 2 tenths down. He's bottled it. Hamilton is going to get pole here by a huge margin.
Hamilton's 9 tenths down, so he's not going to improve by the looks of things.
Here we go then. Hamilton easily pole by a mile. Yeah.
That's depressing. 1 minute 41.2. 5.2.
Here comes Bottas, and he has not improved. Oh no, half a second off. Half a second.
7 for Bottas. What's Albon? I don't think he'll improve. He does not. Verstappen, does he improve?
Yes.
He
was
does.
so close.
Oh my god, so close
He was
to
so
Bottas.
close to Bottas. That is impressive. Lando's had a shocker again.
1.2 down, so he's only going to get... Yeah, he's not going to improve. Ocon's not improving either. Ricardo's bottled
Ricardo's not.
Pip.
We've jinxed Ricardo.
We've done
it. The jinx doesn't work on Mercedes. They're that strong.
Oh no, I jinxed it.
Here comes Lando. How's he gonna do?
He's only going to improve his time, surely. Not his
Oh
spot.
wow!
Oh, just misses
6th.
out on Stroll. Ocon up to 6th. Sainz.
7th.
No.
There we go. Well, so Hamilton fastest, Bottas from Verstappen. Verstappen was 0.15 off taking Bottas there around Spa.
0.015.
0.015, sorry, yeah. Frank just kicked me there after I made that mistake.
So the finishing orders for the top 10 in qualifying Q3. Hamilton with a 141.252 on pole. Bottas half a second back. Then Verstappen, Ricciardo, Albon, Ocon, Sainz, Perez, Stroll, Norris. Lando's going to be disappointed with that, but I'm sure he'll have a word with you, Tommy, after that comment about him being a quali specialist.
Yeah, I hope he's not going to watch this back. I'm sure he's got better things to do this weekend. Can we just talk about my prediction, though? 4 out of 5. Boom.
Damn. I got 3 out of 5.
It's pretty much a given, those 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
In fact, let's just tweet the classic meme about...
That meme's brilliant. Yeah, get it out there, lad.
I mean, Bottas, please, mate. Come on. Make it. Oh, Verstappen ran out of energy early.
What a shame.
Would have got him.
Well, there you go. We are done for this.
Oh, that's Hamilton's doing the Black Panther.
Oh,
That's cool.
nice tribute.
I didn't hear that, no. Oh, nice.
Right, cool. Everybody, thank you so much for watching this WTF1 watch along for the Belgian Grand Prix qualifying. We are done. That's it. Qualifying is over. Hamilton on pole. Can Verstappen or Ricciardo challenge them on lap 1? That's the only time we're ever going to see any sort of racing between the front two, really. So fingers crossed, because Bottas seems a little bit out of it, to be honest, this weekend. Tommy, any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. However much I like him, Verstappen, I'm hoping Ricciardo gets a mega start, gets ahead of Verstappen, because I genuinely think he could at least send a dive bomb. And he's got nothing to lose. He's not in a championship fight. He's leaving that team. Danny Rick into Lecom is the thing I'm most looking forward to tomorrow on the first lap.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to be dreaming of tonight as well. So thank you so much, Tommy, for joining us for this watch along, and obviously to you guys at home or wherever you are. Hope you're all staying safe still, and we will see you. Obviously, tomorrow we'll have the Internet's Best Reactions out again, which will be released Sunday night, and of course, podcast next week, and so on and so forth. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Make sure to use hashtag WTF1 across the weekend. Give us any feedback, any things you enjoyed, didn't enjoy about the show. We're obviously still improving, still learning, and that is it. Thank you so much again to Tommy, and we'll see you next time for the Italian qualifying? Italian?
Yes, Italian.
Yes, Italian.
Pray for Ferrari.
Pray for Ferrari. Enjoy the race tomorrow, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I don't know when to end the stream either. I'm just gonna end it now.